Have you ever thought that a tiny tadpole could power an entire rural economy? A few decades ago, frogs were a seasonal countryside meal. Today, they sit inside a global supply chain that moves tons of high-protein meat across continents. In 2024 alone, farms in Asia shipped massive volumes to restaurants and supermarkets in Europe, Japan, and North America. What changed? Breeding got smarter. Water systems got cleaner. Feed got precise. And those slippery jumpers turned into a reliable source of income for thousands of families. Welcome to Oddity Farming. In this episode, we go inside modern frog farming, from the first clutch of eggs to vacuum-sealed frog legs in premium markets. You'll see how careful husbandry, good water, and balanced diets turn tadpoles into market-ready frogs in a few short months. You'll also learn how harvest and processing keep meat fresh and safe, and why demand keeps rising even as farms work through real challenges like disease, climate pressure, and strict food rules. Let's jump in. Frog farming begins with healthy parents. Farmers choose strong males and females with smooth skin, steady growth, and good disease resistance. Those breeders go into shaded tanks with clean, well-oxygenated water. When the season starts, the male clings to the female and fertilizes the eggs as she lays them on plants or tank walls. A few days later, those eggs pop into tiny black tadpoles. They are fragile, so farmers watch temperature and oxygen closely. Small swings in either one can reduce survival. As the tadpoles grow, their back legs form first, then front legs. Over 4 to 6 weeks, they shift from breathing with gills to breathing air. During this time, farms sort them by size. That simple step lowers stress and stops bigger juveniles from out-eating smaller ones. Predators like birds are kept out with mesh covers, and many farms use basic biosecurity, foot baths, nets for each tank, and routine cleaning to keep germs down. With better spawning control and steady water quality, survival can pass 8 out of 10, which is a big reason the industry now scales beyond village ponds. Once juveniles are steady on land, the grow-out phase decides profit. Rearing ponds or line tanks make cleaning easier and reduce leaks. Overhead netting protects the stock and softens direct sun so water stays stable. Density matters. Too many frogs in one place invites slow growth and disease. So farmers stock at levels that match the system and separate by size as they go. Daily water exchange or filtration keeps ammonia low. Small aeration pumps push oxygen into the water. Those two routines, clean water and enough oxygen, support appetite and growth more than almost anything else. Feeding is timed to the frog's rhythm. They are most active around dusk, so evening feedings work best. Most farms use floating protein pellets fortified with vitamins, minerals, and sometimes probiotics for gut health. Some supplement with insects or small aquatic organisms to trigger natural hunting behavior. The trick is even distribution. Farmers toss feed across the surface to limit crowding. If feed piles up, they cut the ration. If frogs attack the pellets fast and leave none behind, they raise it a bit. This small daily adjustment saves money and keeps the water clean. With steady care, juveniles reach market size, often around 150 to 250 grams, in about 3.5 to 5 months, depending on species and temperature. Too little protein slows growth and lowers yield. Too much feed creates waste and can harm meat quality. Balanced diets, right densities, and clean water produce firm legs and healthy tissue, which is exactly what buyers want. When most of a batch hits the target weight, harvest begins. Farmers lower the pond level to gather frogs in a smaller area. Wide nets move them gently into holding sections. Calm handling is key. Rough movements cause bruising or escapes. Workers lift frogs with breathable mesh bags or by hand and give them a quick rinse to remove mud. Then they sort by size and quality. Uniform, muscular legs go to premium buyers. Smaller or mixed sizes go to local markets where the product may be sold fresh or live. Large farms send their stock straight to processing plants. There, welfare and hygiene begin at the door. Stunning happens first to reduce suffering. Skinning and trimming follow in chilled rooms. The most valuable cut, the hind legs, gets special care. Technicians remove sinew and extra fat, then wash the legs in cold, treated water to lower bacteria. Right after that, the product is either flash chilled to just above freezing for short trips or quick frozen well below zero for long transport. Automated lines sort by size, from small to jumbo, so restaurant buyers can order consistent packs. Packaging depends on the market. Some want vacuum-sealed pouches. Others prefer 1 or 2 kilogram frozen blocks. Lower-grade cuts do not go to waste. They become diced meat, marinated portions, or shelf-stable snacks. Skins and byproducts can feed other animals or enrich soil as fertilizer. This whole-animal approach helps the numbers work at scale. Why is demand strong? Frog meat is lean, mild in flavor, and easy to cook in many cuisines. It fits high-protein diets and sits well beside chicken and fish on a menu. In Europe, frog legs are a classic delicacy, especially in France and Belgium. In the United States and Japan, premium buyers look for clean processing, consistent sizing, and traceability. In producing countries across Asia, frog meat has moved from small street stalls to supermarket freezers. That shift needs reliable supply, and farms with good water, feed, and biosecurity can provide it. On the farm finance side, a cluster of line tanks can push out steady volumes each month. Larger complexes can handle hundreds of tons a year with modern processing close by. The business works when three things line up: healthy survival from egg to juvenile, efficient feed conversion in grow-out, and strong post-harvest handling that keeps quality high. Miss one, and margins shrink. Hit all three, and a farm can grow while supporting local jobs in feed, transport, and processing. Of course, the story is not perfect. Climate pressure alters rainfall and temperature, which changes water chemistry and disease risk. Warmer, stagnant water can carry more pathogens. That is why proactive monitoring matters. Simple test kits for ammonia and pH, thermometers in every tank, and backup aeration. Waste management is another pressure point. Good farms filter solids, use sedimentation pits, and avoid dumping nutrient-rich water into streams. When neighbors see clean ditches and no smell, farms keep their social license to operate. Ethics and rules also shape the future. Many countries restrict wild capture to protect native species. Legit farms rely on hatchery-bred stock and document where it comes from. They follow welfare rules in handling, stunning, and processing. They keep records for traceability, which export buyers now expect. Smart operators treat this paperwork as a sales tool. If you can prove clean inputs, careful harvest, and frozen chain integrity, you unlock better prices. Technology helps at every stage. Simple tools, timers for feeders, float switches for water levels, cheap oxygen meters, reduce guesswork. Slightly more advanced farms use recirculating systems that filter and reuse water, which lowers disease pressure and cuts water use. Data logging for temperature and oxygen turns into trend lines that warn of problems before frogs stop eating. None of these need to be fancy. They just need to be consistent. Before we head to the outro, here is a quick viewer question to spark the comments. If you ran a small frog farm, would you invest first in better feed or better aeration, and why? Your answer tells us a lot about how you think productivity really works. Thanks for watching Oddity Farming. Today you saw how a careful mix of clean water, smart feeding, and calm handling turns tiny tadpoles into a steady supply of lean protein for homes and restaurants worldwide. If you learned something new, tap like. If you want more deep dives on how food systems really work, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Drop your questions below. I read as many as I can, and your ideas often shape our next video. See you in the next episode.